Namaskar, welcome to the rare gems of astrology. Fortune telling training. There is another rare shloka from the classical text which I am explaining. I will not read the shloka, I will directly read the Padavibhaga. Nichaha, that is debilitated, cha or, and it is depending upon the circumstances. Astamita, combust, Chandraha, moon, Shanitulyaha equal to Saturn. If moon is debilitated or combust, it is equivalent to Saturn. That we have in the earlier session we are told the weak moon, the phases of the moon, he will be acting like different planets. In there also, when he comes between 12 degrees and 12 and a half degrees, that is, 22 and a half degrees and 45 degrees, will be acting like sun. So here, combust also included here, which was not there. Combust also included. Combust means less than 12 degrees. Or if moon is in Scorpio and intensity of that debilitation is 3 degrees peak, but sign itself is debilitated sign. When he is in the peak, he will be acting like a very powerful negative planet Saturn. And if it is further, even the sun is also posited there, then he will be further more dangerous to act like Saturn. So this we'll see the example here. So you have got a horoscope here. It is 22nd October 1976. It's a Hyderabad place. At 17 hours is the birth. And you can see the ascendant is Pisces, and the Saturn is sitting in the Cancer. From there, he is seeing the moon. Moon is here. Basically, he is do not have Pakshabala. Very next sense, sun is there. He is Chaturdashi. So that means he is a little over 12 degrees. But Saturn is seeing. Saturn aspects moon. Moon acts like Saturn. Moon is Chaturdashi before Amavasya. If it is weak or 12 degrees less than that, then also without the aspect of Saturn, it could act like Saturn. Now, because it is little more than 12 degrees, but Saturn is aspecting him, therefore he will act like Saturn. Not only that, now will he really be acting like a Saturn is the question, because Saturn is sitting in the moon house. He is a guest of the moon. No guest will harm the host. So in this case, though it is not explicitly said in the shloka, we have to use our logic. That means in this case, though Saturn is aspecting moon, in this case, because the Saturn is sitting in the moon house and the moon becomes Ashrayadata, therefore the Atithi will not spoil the Ashrayadata. So therefore here the rule does not apply. Why I am telling is rule will be there. Application is more important. The next stanza of the shloka, Shani Ikshita having aspect of Saturn, Chandra the moon, Tattulya also equal to Saturn, Asya for moon, Nichasthita debilitated sign is Scorpio. The same thing, what I have already explained here. Even if he is having aspect of Saturn, then also he will be acting like a whether he has got debilitated or not. Even then, even if he is not debilitated, even is not weak, if moon is aspect with Saturn, he will be acting like Saturn, unless if Saturn becomes the Atithi of the moon. And in this second case, here, in this case, moon is debilitated. Next one is moon is debilitated along with the Saturn. Definitely it will act like a Saturn. That is dual Saturn. And in this case, dual Saturn means that is especially there is a 10th house dual Saturn with the Sun. They are bound to get bad name also, right? Bad name also. And not only that, now again what happened? But Saturn is also posited along with it. Now here Saturn is also sitting there in the house of, and along with the Venus. Moon turned Saturn plus Venus combination. Now in the Naadi what happens? It becomes Moon turned as Saturn, Saturn Venus combination with a double Saturn, practical knowledge, luxury is assured, Saturn plus Venus. Along with that, because it happens to be 10th house, he may get the name, he may also get blamed also. So this sort of analysis can be done when you understand the shloka, the rare gems shlokas. When you use it, it will be a different section altogether. So we'll be coming with next shloka in the next session. Thank you very much.